If a breakup isn't hard enough, seeing your ex could make it just a little bit more difficult. So Facebook feels your pain, and it's going to do something to perhaps not add salt to that open wound. So joining us now to discuss this is Jonathan Haidt. He's president at Allison and Partners. And let's talk about this. What exactly is this new tool? Facebook is already so embedded in our social lives. How exactly are they going to take the edge off of a breakup with my girlfriend or boyfriend?
Yeah, I mean, it's a really interesting idea. What they've decided to do is give you the option to, quote, take a break. And that would allow you to limit the exposure you have to your ex, limit the exposure that your ex has to posts of you, and even allows you to go back and untag previous posts that you may have had of the two of you together simply by clicking that you're no longer in a relationship.
So let me get this right. What in essence Facebook is trying to do here is say that you can, if you change your relationship status from in a relationship or whatever to single, it gives you the option to go and basically erase, or not erase, but soft erase a lot of the remnants of your former significant other.
That's exactly it. It's a soft erase. So rather than having to unfriend this person that maybe a year or two down the road you'll want to check back in with, it allows you to simply step back and not see them so prominently and really kind of adjust the algorithm to meet your emotional needs, I guess.
All right. So I mean, this is something that Facebook is perhaps maybe doing in some small way out of the kindness of its heart. But there is a business motive behind this as well. So why exactly do you think Facebook, what's the upside for Facebook from a company standpoint to rolling out this type of feature?
Yeah, as I see it, there seems to be two. I mean, Facebook is really the second oldest social network after LinkedIn. So they really covet that 18 to 34-year-old set that places like Snapchat and mobile messaging services like our client Viber are really owning these days. I think secondarily, and when you look at 18 to 34-year-olds, their relationship status changes a little more rapidly than perhaps the moms and grandmas that Facebook has been known for most recently as their audience's age. Secondarily, I think they always want a little bit more information about you or more information about you, right? So when you think about advertisers and whether they're going to appeal to you if you're single or in a relationship, what they've seen is this in a relationship button isn't clicked quite as often as other profile features, and I think they believe that maybe this will make it a little bit more likely for people to say, I am in a relationship or I am single, because it's not quite as painful when they do have to change it back, perhaps.
So perhaps there is a business model aspect or a possible monetization aspect to this idea of getting even more granular on your personal data.
I'd be surprised if there wasn't, truthfully. I mean, of course their mission is to make the world a more open and connected place, and perhaps ironically that this will do that by becoming disconnected. You're connecting with others. But nevertheless, at the end of the day, they need to get that younger set, and I don't think that it's necessarily the entertaining environment that some of these other offerings have been.
So it's interesting here because is this something that you think, in your opinion, is something that users would want, or is this something that Facebook has just kind of come up with? Do you think that it was actually driven by demand for people to maybe take a break, if you will, from their significant others here?
That's a really interesting question. I think one of the things that Facebook does best is really pay attention to user behavior, and then they tinker quickly. So this is a small test of over 1 billion users in the United States to see what sort of impact this will have, and if it works, they'll keep it going. If not, they won't. I mean, they have acknowledged before life is messy, right? So they've got the year in review, which we'll all see in our feeds, coming up in the December timeframe. But what if something horrible happened to you that year? So they're working on ways to tweak that so that those pictures won't come up front and center. Perhaps when they show you a moment from 3 or 4 years ago, if that's not something you want to see and you push that down, I think this is along those lines as they really start to explore user behavior. But I'm sure there was some demand from user, but also a mathematical approach to what they're seeing on the site from the data.
One quick question here to kind of cap things off. What do you think Facebook's future will be in 2016? What are you expecting to see out of them, or what kind of developments would you like to see out of Facebook in the coming year?
Yeah, I mean, I think truthfully, we've seen it already. They're investing so heavily in Messenger, and they've still got the WhatsApp investment that you'll see pay off. So they're really starting to look at how to diversify and reach audiences in other ways while maintaining, the core social networks functionality and interesting feature sets that exist there as well.
All right. Well, it sounds like Facebook has a lot of stuff going on, and of course, they've already cracked that $300 billion market cap mark. So, and that's just in a few short years of being a public company. Jonathan Haidt, thank you so much for joining us here. That is Jonathan Haidt. He is the president of Allison and Partners. And thanks for watching. I'm Dominic Chu. Have a great day.
Hey YouTube fans, I'm Landon Dowdy from CNBC. Thanks so much for checking out our channel. Here you'll find videos packed with all the info that you need to be smarter about your finances. Be sure and subscribe by clicking right here, and click on all the videos around me to see CNBC's original series Young Money, Tech Bet, Kramer's Mad Money, and all the latest from CNBC.